is going to be hauled back to one of TMC's terminals. I don't know if it's going to be in South Carolina or if it's going to be in Des Moines, Iowa. I believe they're shipping it back to have the in-house mechanics diagnose the issue and figure it out, since the people here at this vendor cannot do it. What's up, guys? The Everyday Trucker here, back with another video. Today is the end of an era. That's right, I'm finally getting out of the truck, at least my current one, for now, because that's my truck right there. We're broken down. We've actually been broken down for the last week, since last Friday. And today's Friday as well, a week after. And my truck broke down last week. Fortunately, I suppose, broke down on my way home, and there was a repair shop in my city that I was doing my home time in. Apparently they have not been able to diagnose the issue, what was going on with the truck. And I believe that pretty much TMC got tired of waiting for that and then the cost of the truck being here, I'm sure. So this truck is going to be hauled back to one of TMC's terminals. I don't know if it's going to be in South Carolina or if it's going to be in Des Moines, Iowa. I believe they're shipping it back to have the in-house mechanics diagnose the issue and figure it out, since the people here at this vendor cannot do it. With that being the case, I'm out of this truck now. They found me another one. It's up in Ohio, so I have to clear all of my personal items and my personal tools out of this truck so I can haul them to the new one. And I've actually already done that, but I want to show you guys along the way in case any of you are in this predicament, what you're going to need to do when you have to switch trucks, whether that's because your truck broke down and is going to be down for a long time like mine, or your truck's just getting retired. It's got so many miles on it that the company wants to retire it from the fleet, and they're going to put you in a different truck, hopefully a newer one. But as you can see, I'm all cleared out. Everything's empty. This truck is barren. Nothing in here anymore. And you can see those are the smokestacks from the truck actually in here. Now I don't know why they did that. I don't know if that's the way the TMC wanted it hauled, or they had to disassemble those while they were doing their diagnosis process to try to figure out what the problem was with the truck. I really don't know. I don't think that you would need to take the smokestacks off to diagnose an issue, but I'm not a mechanic. But either way, they're wrapped up. They look like they are prepped for transport, so that's probably just the reason. They just wanted to do that, just to transport them. But that's not the point of the video. I'll show you guys that when you do a truck switch, like you're going to be in a new truck permanently, like I'm not coming back to this truck. Once it's fixed, so, there'll be another driver that will take this truck over, because I'll be in a new one in about a day or so. What you need to do, you're going to need to clear all of your personal effects out of the truck and make sure you don't forget anything. Now, when you're clearing these trucks out, it, to my understanding, does not need to be showroom pretty, like it would if you were doing an inspection at the truck stop, or not the truck stop, at the home terminal that you have to do when you have to go in for maintenance. But you do need to clear everything out. Don't leave the truck looking like a pigsty. So, as you can see, you might not be able to see too well, but the floor is like a little bit dirty just from people walking around. It's a dirt lot out here at this vendor. So I mean, I don't have any of the tools to be able to vacuum everything out, but you can see I didn't leave any messes. There's not a whole bunch of food and trash and debris up here. All of the cubby holes are cleared out, and everything's out of there. So the truck is pretty much looking stock, as it should, the way that it did when you first got assigned to the truck in the first place. And make sure that if you have any personal tools like I did, you're going to your headache rack and getting those out. Now, not the company tools, but the personal ones. Like I've shown you guys in some of my other videos, I have some personal tools that I use that are not provided by the company. So make sure you don't leave any of your personal items in your truck before you go, because this truck, it's been sitting here for a week, and I believe on Monday, this Monday, there's when they're coming to get it to haul it back. So if I don't have all my stuff out of here before then, pretty much everything I got's donated to TMC basically, because I don't know when I'd be able to get out there to get my stuff, and I don't want to leave anything behind. So we're already cleared out. Everything down here is clean as it can be, I suppose. But one important detail when you guys are doing your truck switches is after you've cleaned everything out, you want to make sure that you take photographic evidence of the condition that you left the truck in. And I already did that. I keep those pictures on my phone just in case anything happens in transit. You can say like, hey, I cleared it out, I didn't leave it looking like a mess, or I didn't take anything that I wasn't supposed to take. And I just went through and took pictures of everything major in here overall, just show the condition that I'm leaving the truck in. And the same thing with the headache rack, as far as like the securement that's inside of it. Everything's there that's supposed to be there. Tarps and chains, binders. Let me show you. There we go. Now everything is in there except for some of the equipment that was on the load that I had when I brought this trailer into the shop. There was another driver that came through about a day or so after I broke down, and he did the trailer swap, left his empty here and took my loaded trailer that had some of this equipment on it. And I believe that the remaining equipment that's not in here is actually in that empty trailer that he's got over there. So whatever new driver comes over here to get that empty trailer is going to get that remainder, I believe. It's actually not that much, just like some bungees and maybe some 4-inch straps that I already brought back over here. But definitely make sure you take pictures of all that stuff, just to show that you left the truck in good condition, and nobody can come back and say, hey, XYZ is missing, what'd you do with it? Now you got evidence that you did what you were supposed to do. Always cover yourself. It's hot out here, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get myself prepped. I'm gonna go home because pretty much on Sunday is when I'm gonna be going to pick up the new truck. Yeah, so Sunday is when I'm going to get the new truck, newer truck, because I got some of the details for the truck I'm picking up. I don't believe that it's a newer version of the truck I got right now. I think it's actually the same model year. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get one of the upgraded trucks, one of the 13 or 14 series trucks. Hopefully the truck that I've got, or that's going to be mine, has less miles on it than this truck. This one has about 519,000 miles on it and some change. So we'll see when we get to the new truck what we're dealing with. I'm gonna have to do my once over on that truck to see if there's any damage or anything missing on the new truck and trailer. Because the last time that I had to do a truck switch, the truck that I was picking up was missing a whole lot of securement, and I had to make a pit stop at a terminal to pick up some securement to get the truck viable for work before I could even do anything. Well, actually no, I was able to pick up one load. Fortunately, it was an easy load. Get that done before I headed to a terminal. I mean, the truck that I had previously, when I picked it up, didn't even have a winch bar on it, and I had to stop at a truck stop and buy one. And when you do that, of course TMC is going to reimburse you. You just save the receipt and send them that through the app to let them know that you spent money on the winch bar, and then they'll reimburse you on your next check. But yeah, that's the thing I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with again, because the last truck was missing a whole lot. It didn't have steel tarps on it. It was missing a whole lot of straps, and basically I had to go through equipping the truck almost from scratch. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but I won't know until tomorrow. If that does happen, I believe the closest terminal I'm going to be near is going to be the one in Brownsburg, Indiana, since I'm going up to Ohio to pick up. But we'll see. I'm also dreading having to reorganize the new truck because I have my truck set up in a very meticulous way as far as how I store my securement. And actually, I think I'm gonna make a video about that in the future, how I set up my headache rack. Yeah, it's very, very organized, very detailed, makes it very easy for me to get to things and get working and put things away. I'll make a video for that, and hopefully that'll help you guys as well when you're working. I'm gonna go ahead and go home for now. Like I said, it's Friday, and I wanna rest before I gotta go deal with this stuff on Sunday. TMC is gonna get a rental car for me, and I'm gonna drive up to Ohio to pick up the next truck. But the dealership that I'm picking the truck up from is actually closed on Sundays. So I'm going to either have to sleep in the truck, or no, not the truck, the car, or TMC is going to put me in a hotel for the night, which I think is just going to be a smarter option for me to do. Just sleep in the hotel and then drive into the dealership to pick up the truck Monday morning. But I'm going to pick the video up with you guys on Sunday when all of that's getting started. I'll see you then. Goodbye, old truck. It was nice driving and making money with you while I did. Signing off. All right, guys, what's up? It's Sunday afternoon now. I actually left earlier this morning, and we're in West Virginia right now. We're about 4.5 hours away from our destination in Ohio, where we're going to be picking up the new truck tomorrow. And as you can see here, got the rental. Fortunately, it was a big enough one where I was able to fit most of my stuff that I had between my tools and creature comforts that I kept in the old truck. I had to leave a few items at home that I'll grab when I go back the end of this week. And you guys won't recognize or realize how much stuff you have in your truck until you are in a position where you have to remove all of it and transfer it from one spot to another. You'll see how much stuff you have. And I had to do a little bit of weeding out to chop down some of that material down to like as close as I could get it, like the bare bones. But a lot of the stuff in the truck that I had is stuff that I need on a regular basis, whether it's like tools or, you know, day-to-day items like, you know, my appliances for eating. You know, like a rice cooker or microwave or my cooler that I made that video about. But we got it all done. I just stopped here for a second to stretch my legs a little bit, and we're probably gonna stop for fuel in about an hour and a half or so. We're about half a tank on this rental car here, and we got to fill it up before we turn it back into the rental agency tomorrow morning. But I want to keep things going. Probably going to end up getting to the dealership where the truck is around 9 o'clock, but I'm actually going to see about having them put me in a hotel because there's not enough room for me to sleep in the back of that car there. That's not something they're trying to get me to do. I was just debating because, of course, I want to get as early of a start on tomorrow as I can, because I'm going to have to do a pre-trip on that truck and see what all it does have and does not have, and, you know, how I'm gonna need to move after that, or if I need to get routed to a terminal to get securement like I was telling you guys earlier. But we'll see. But I'm pretty much treating today like any other working day, stopping at the same period of time that I would if I were doing a load check, but just to stretch my legs and snack a little bit. But like I said, we're gonna stop for fuel. I just want to give you guys an update on how we're going. We're here in West Virginia, and if you guys have seen that that Boy Scout museum that's right there, and this big lot, I used to see guys parking their trucks here periodically, but they have signs out front now, up there by the entrance, and then there's some signs back there that say no semi-truck parking, no overnight parking, you might get towed. So if there's anybody watching this video who has parked here in the past, just take heed of that. You might not be able to do that here, or you might wake up to a wrecker hooking up to your truck or putting a boot on it if you try to park here. They've got all this space. To my knowledge, that used to be that area over there. That's where all the cars parked. And I don't know what this whole big area would have been for, other than, you know, semi-trucks to park here. There's no designated parking spaces. It's just a huge gravel slash dirt lot here. You got the one guy back there that's parking, you know, but like I said, you know, try that at your own risk. Don't say I didn't warn you if you end up getting towed, you try to park over here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the road, guys. We'll update you a little bit further down the road. All right, we just got some fuel here at good old Pilot. Staying consistent, plus I know it's easy. I'm driving through an area that I've been to before when I was working normally, and got ourselves a full tank now. And we've got 3.5 hours left until we get to the shop where the truck is, but I'm not driving all the way there. Like I told you guys earlier, that place isn't even open on Sundays. I was playing around with the idea of parking there overnight and just like trying to sleep in the truck a little bit, but as you can see, all the space is already spoken for back there. Would not make a comfortable night. So I'm gonna get close, and I'm gonna go ahead and contact Road Repair and have them book a hotel for me, or I might have to find the hotel myself, and then when I get there, just have them send the credit card information over to the hotel so I can book a room for tonight. And then I'll get up bright and early tomorrow. Not exactly sure how early. The place opens up at 6 a.m., but I need to get a solid night rest at least, because I'm gonna have a regular full work day tomorrow. So I'll have a full 14-hour clock, 11 hours to drive. So I don't want to burn the candle at both ends, driving there tonight, staying up super late, and waking up early on top of that. So I'll play around with the idea. But let's go ahead and drive these last few hours. It's gonna be a cakewalk. I'll just have to see what hotels are in the vicinity, because the place where I have to return this rental car to is actually only about 10 minutes away from the dealership where I'm picking up the truck tomorrow. So that'll be easy, and it'll be a cheap Uber or Lyft ride back to the dealership, but that is going to be, the charge for that's going to be reimbursed to me once I send the company the receipt for that. So that's free for me, basically. The main thing is just finding a close hotel to sleep in for the night. But the sooner we get there, the better. If I'm looking right here saying I'm going to get there at 10 o'clock. I know I was originally telling you guys what I said, like 9, I think, but I had to stop for, you know, restroom break and then to get fuel here. And like I said, I pretty much turned it into like a 30-minute break like I would normally if I were working, because just because I'm not driving a truck doesn't mean I want to run myself tired, you know. So just pacing myself for the drive, and I feel fully rested. And like I said, 3.5 hours is a cakewalk drive to finish off. So let's go ahead and get ourselves there, and hopefully there are hotels that are close so I can go ahead and get some sleep in an actual bed and not force myself to sleep in this car, which yeah, forget that. So let's go ahead and get back on the road. Made it here to the hotel in Youngstown, and so far we're gonna see how the actual room looks here. All right, doesn't look bad in here. We get some light. Not my freaking dinner. Luckily it didn't spill. All right, got a king-size bed, courtesy of the company, paying for that, so that's awesome. Doesn't smell weird in here. Turn this AC on though, it's a little bit muggy. There we go. Let's cool things off a little bit. But other than that, got a microwave and the fridge. Good, it's clean in there. I'm pretty particular with the hotel rooms that I stay in. I mean, with this one, since it's company sponsored, I don't really have a whole lot of say in it, but when I go out on vacations and things like that, I like to go into luxury hotels. But this is cool because I'm only here for just for the night. And I got a whole king size bed to myself. The bed is clean and looks made up. But I don't feel too tired right now, guys, but I probably will in the morning if I don't rest. It's about 11:40 right now. It took me a little bit longer to get here than I'd originally planned. I got to Youngstown about an hour and a half ago or something like that, but the first hotel that I had driven to was actually all booked up for the night, unless you had a reservation ahead of time. So I had to find another one that was a few miles away, and then I had to get with the road repair guys and have them book this room for me. So it's easy as that. If you ever have to stay somewhere overnight because of a breakdown, or you're waiting to recover a truck like I am, you know, the road repair crew will go ahead and set you up with a hotel room until you are up and rolling again. But the Peterbilt that I'm picking the truck up from is only 8 miles away, or 8 minutes away rather. And from there, I'm gonna offload all the stuff out of that rental car, and then I will drive that rental car to the drop-off location, which is about another 8 minutes away. And then I'll go ahead and Uber back to the Peterbilt shop, get in the truck, and be on my way to pick up another load. But like I was telling you guys before, in the morning I'm going to check the new truck that I'm picking up and see what condition it's in as far as securement or any cosmetic damage or anything that's wrong with it that I need to report before I take it off, and start picking up some freight with it. But I will let you guys see me doing that in real time tomorrow morning. As you see, it's close to midnight. I need to go ahead and eat real quick and then go to sleep. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. or maybe like 5:30 a.m. just to get over to the Peterbilt shop and get the earliest start possible on getting that truck prepared for tomorrow, or if I'm just gonna sleep till like 6:30-ish and then go ahead and drive over there just to give myself some decent rest, because I don't want to, like I said earlier, burn the candle at both ends and then end up waking up early tomorrow morning and then being tired later on tomorrow because I didn't let myself sleep enough tonight. I don't think that's smart, and I don't think that's really going to be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead, chill out a little bit, eat, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm recovering this truck, and there's some potential pros and a lot of cons with recovering a truck.